Hello police, my name is Derp, or better known as Sir DerpieDoo, Esquire III. It is my attempt today to present you, our friendly neighborhood law enforcement officers, with training material pertaining to the growing concerns regarding the sovereign citizen movement. Now before we get started, I am aware that, as police officers, you are very accustomed to watching your training videos in VHS format, made in 1983 using actors who failed their casting cut for Saved by the Bell. But don't let the new high quality and stellar narration put you off. Give your eyes a moment to adjust to this more advanced medium, and you will soon see why it's far superior. In order to circumvent the effects of transitioning from shit VHS to high definition streaming media, I will attempt to make you feel a little bit more at home within this new medium. And there we go. Nice and crappy. Now, as I said before, the training we will be discussing today is how to deal with a sovereign. As many of you are aware, the sovereign movement is not new, but it has made quite a sharp increase in terms of popularity thanks to Thanks to high quality video. Shit. Well, apparently the VHS era did have its pluses. Well, anyhow, first we will start with the things to look for when approaching the vehicle. Many SOVs will use homemade license plates. This is a big red flag. If you see a vehicle using a homemade license plate, just go on ahead and get your taser ready in advance. You will almost certainly be using it. And if possible, send me the body cam footage for science. Many will also cover all of the available real estate on the back of their car with anti-government propaganda stickers. A favorite is the "Don't Tread on Me" sticker, but anything that is anti-government is a red flag. It's important to note that the more stickers they have and the older the stickers are, the more inset they are in their backward beliefs, and the more likely it is you'll be making an arrest. But don't let the minimal amount of stickers fool you. More often than not, the newborn sovereign will be just as devoted to their mistaken theories as the old-timer. Some will even be more zealous in their actions, as they will often be new to the arrest procedure and genuinely believe that they have the magic get-out-of-jail ticket. Whereas the old-timers, while they resist, in many cases have had their run-ins with law enforcement before, and they know that you simply do not care what they say. They're going to jail regardless. Another important thing to note while approaching a vehicle that you suspect of being, quote, traveled in by a sovereign, is to be on guard. These clowns have in some cases become so twisted up in their warped beliefs that they will be so adamant and assured of their so-called rights, they will fight you, often to the death over them. Next, we'll take a look at some of the things they say and do during the stop. The first thing you can expect from a sovereign during a stop is for them to try and talk to you through a 90% rolled up window. They apparently believe that the window will offer them some form of barrier against tickets, citations, warnings, or arrest. They have taken to the belief that by rolling the window down only enough to shout through, they will be immune to any requests you make. Or something. Usually the best solution to this kind of behavior is to simply bust the window out. Of course, record it and upload it to YouTube as well for us all to see. Another sovereign tactic will be to cite law at you as if it were scripture. Keep in mind, these idiots have had, in many cases, spent years buying and reading false or misleading material, which has played into their already fucked up beliefs, and sometimes enhances them. They are adamant that they know the truth and you know nothing, in spite of it actually being your job and their hobby. The simplest solution when put in a situation where you are having to listen to this nonsense is to ignore them. Let them drone on a bit and then repeat your command. But the easiest road is not always the best. I suggest liberal use of the taser, for all of our amusement. Now, the next stage in their diatribe of nonsense is to pull out a series of folders and sometimes even boxes full of their sovereign paperwork. They somehow are under the impression that if they provide you with these stacks of ridiculous homebrew laws, you will simply get in your car and leave. Well, sometimes it calms them a bit if you humor them, take a few pages and say, this is interesting, then hand it back and continue with your job. But again, this in the end really solves nothing. We suggest another liberal use of the taser. And last, we'll talk about how to respond to their seemingly insane behavior. Ultimately, there is really only one response which I find reasonable, and that, as I have stated before, is liberal use of the taser. You can either do this.
You're gonna break my window. Don't! I'll open my door. Don't! Ow! Asshole! surrounding the vehicle.
I am asking him for his supervisor. I am asking you for your supervisor.
Look, Kramer, I have been assaulted with a tase gun.
Shit.
Get out.
Get out, you're under arrest.
Get out, sir. You're under arrest.
Ain't done anything. Step back.
And you're using...
Stop, please.
Or later, we all have to deal with this.
Witnesses recording it on their cell phones couldn't believe it. Listen for yourself. That's gunfire. A gunman in a silver SUV trying to drive through the front of the Forsyth County Courthouse north of Atlanta.
I heard pat, 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 maybe 3 to 4.
Look here, authorities say that orange smoke is smoke from grenades he dropped to stop police. They say the gunman was Dennis Marks, a self-described sovereign citizen who hated the government and was due in court Friday to answer drug and weapons charges. Police say he shot Deputy Daniel Rush, who was working outside, and the deputy shot back, a decision that saved everyone at the busy courthouse.
The officer that was shot has a fractured fibia and tibia in his right leg. Good deputy, saved several lives.
Police say Marks was carrying an assault rifle, tear gas, pepper spray, 2 handguns, a bomb, and flex ties that he planned to use to restrain people. They later found 4 explosive devices at his home. A whole team of deputies at the courthouse rushed to the scene of the shooting and opened fire. Marks was killed in the gunfight.
They shot the windows out of the car, and then the guy fell out on the ground.
Marks's hearing was over an arrest for alleged marijuana possession with intention to distribute. Last year, he filed a lawsuit against the sheriff's department, accusing deputies of illegal searches and using excessive force. The family of the injured deputy tells police they've received threats from social media from Marks's supporters.
So when you encounter a SOV, tase them, liberally, as often as you deem necessary. Then arrest them. You may even want to stop on the way to lockup and taser them once or twice more, just for good measure, or in case they start getting lippy with you on the trip. Now that you're equipped with this newfound knowledge, it's time to take to the streets and rid your peaceful communities of these dregs of society. And remember, liberal use of the taser is always a preferred method to shutting them up. Now have a good day and stay safe out there. Peace, fuckers.